Attorney, magandang umaga sir. Maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon. Sir, anong comment nyo dito sa bagong hakbang ng International Criminal Court or ICC? They're like, ano sir, no? Crowdsourcing witnesses on Facebook. Anong masasabi niyo, sir?
Yung nakita ko na na post is actually the ICC Office of the Prosecutor. So hindi mismo yung korte, but the Office of the Prosecutor. Who or which office until now, after more than 2 years na i-file yung kaso, are still looking for witnesses. Yun ang nakapagtataka. Kasi nakapagtataka sa akin na abogado dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi hindi ganun yung prosesong legal at judicial process dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi pag example man lang, kung merong isang krimen na nangyari, meron yung tinatawag na case build-up. The law enforcement will come in, they will investigate the case, and then if they find that there is that the incident or the crime was actually committed, and they will be able to pinpoint the probable perpetrators, then they will bring the perpetrators to the prosecutor's office. Magsasampa sila ng kaso. And eventually, if they find probable cause, may kaso may file sa korte. Ibig sabihin, yung may file sa korte na kaso against yung taong pinailan na kaso, yung kaso niya would only be based on what was already built up by the police and by the prosecutor. Kasi yung sa trabaho ng police, factual. Ibig sabihin, maghahanap sila ng ebidensya. Ang trabaho ng prosecutor, they will appreciate yung facts, yung evidence, if it can withstand the case that they will file. Okay? Now, that being the case, once that is filed, yun na yung mga ebidensya na
Hmm.
gagamitin ng prosecutor to advance and prosecute the accused. Dito, sa ICC, iba. Nag-file sila ng kaso based on yung Office of the Prosecutor, nag-file ng kaso sa ICC, ibig sabihin sa korte, based on some allegations. Allegations of extrajudicial, so-called extrajudicial killing uh, during the time when he was mayor and then later on was president. Na-file yan. And in fact, according to them, may warrant of arrest. And that's the reason why that was the basis of, although wrongly implemented, that was the basis of General Torre and his team to arrest and bring the former president to the Hague. Kung ganun man na meron na silang kaso, yung kung ano man yung ebidensya nila na na-file na sa korte, yun na yung gagamitin nila
Tama.
sa korte. Kaya itong mga post na ito, nakapagtataka. In fact, I saw an earlier post last month na meron sila mga tinatawag na uh, application to be witnesses. Kaya napakamot ako sa ulo. Sabi ko, wala papalit silang testigo o kung meron man, kulang na kulang. Napaisip ako doon sa 30,000 killings na sinabi ng Rappler. Saan ba yun?
Tsaka, attorney, masasabi natin na itong hakbang ng ICC Prosecution Office o Prosecutor's Office, ang meron lang sa kanila kwento, istorya, testigo wala. Sir.
Uh, it would appear that way kung yun ang pakay o yung purpose why they posted that in their official Facebook page. Kasi nga, naghahanap pa sila ng testigo hanggang ngayon.
Hmm.
It would appear to be that way. Kasi kung meron na nga silang mga testigo, kasi nga, nag-file na sila ng kaso on the basis of which the court issued a warrant, edi ituloy na nila yung kaso based on what they already had and based on what they already filed with the ICC. Yun ang nakapagtataka na hanggang ngayon, naghahanap pa ng testigo.
Sir, hindi ka nagtataka na yung hinahanap na ano yung pinapanawagan na ano na mag-testify ang scope po na sinabi yung sinasabing violence on the war on drugs, ang scope po ay 2011 hanggang November 2011 until March 2019. 2011 hindi naman siya presidente noon, sir.
Opo, yung initial list kasi ng mga aligasyon doon sa warrant, lumalabas na mayroong mga allegation doon of alleged extrajudicial killing while he was still mayor.
Hmm.
And then there were also allegations when he was president. So I would like to believe that it would span about 9 years. But despite that, yun nga, over the lapse of so many years now, and with the alleged tens of thousands of incidents, bakit walang puwipresenta at wala pa rin silang makitang testigo.
Sir, in the light of these
So, yun lang po ang nakikita ko rito na, opo,
Sir, in the light of these recent developments, anong mensahe po ninyo sa
opo,
malaking suporta ni former President Duterte to the family and sa lahat ng sambayan ng Pilipino na hayagan po binabash itong naging hakbang na ito ng ICC Prosecutor's Office, no? At sinasabi talaga ng netizens na wala pala kayong testigo, wala pala kayong ebidensya maharap, dapat pauwi na ang former president sa Pilipinas. Sir.
uh, I'd like to put that in context, bago ako manawagan. Uh, Unang-una, nakita natin yung na walang basihan. At sinasabi niya na rin, siya mismo, dalawang bagay ang sinabi ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. Una, he has assume full legal responsibility kung ano yung ginawa niya, yung panunungkulan niya as President to address drugs and peace and order problem in our country. Maraming natuwa. Okay? Pero, ang sinabi niya na rin na haharapin niya, kung mayroong mang kaso, may file, haharapin niya before a Filipino court tried by a Filipino judge. So, hindi niya inaatrasan yan. My appeal to the public is to continue praying for the former president and to continue to support him hanggang sa dulo. Kasi alam natin na ito yung presidente na kahit na umalis na sa katungkulan bilang presidente ng Pilipinas, malakas pa rin ang suporta, malakas ang kumpiyansa. The trust rating of the president even after he left office is still very high among Filipinos, which just confirm na kung ano yung mga ginawa niya as president, may malaking suporta ng galing mismo sa taong bayan. So, we can do no less but to pray and continue to support the former president that one day, hopefully sooner, he would be back home in the country, alive, and among the hugs and embrace of his many supporters here in the Philippines.
Attorney, maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon, sir, at mabuhay po kayo.
Salamat din po, MJ.